Hi Cancer, this is your love and romance general tarot reading for the month of August 2016. You can also check out your rising and your moon sign. This can give you more clarity and understanding. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, Cancer, this first card is going to represent your hopes, expectations, and fears for love in the month of August 2016. Second card is going to represent the obstacle or the challenge to overcome. And the third card is going to represent the realization or the outcome. All right, Cancer, so as far as your energy, your hopes, your expectations for love in the month of August, we have the Hermit. Very interesting card. As you can see, this is a card of someone that's kind of doing their own thing and someone that is taking time out to reflect and to understand more about where they are going in life. I feel that some of you are actually taking this month as a time to withdraw from others in relationship and just from everyday life. This is a time where you really don't want to have a lot of distractions because you're really focusing, as you see on this light, you're really focusing on something that you're trying to understand and gain more insight in. And the only way for you to do that is to step back and to have that quiet, introspective time where you can look, listen, hear, and feel what you need to know where to go, how to proceed in love and relationship. Some of you might feel a little confused because when we have that need to go within and to kind of withdraw, there might have been some times that have been a little confusing in relationship, and some of you might be kind of questioning, how are you even at this place? How have you gotten here? And that is why you need to take this time. You might also be trying to learn and to understand about mistakes or patterns that have happened in the past, and if you have chosen a wrong path, why you did, how you got with the wrong person or the wrong timing. And you know, you're trying to seek and to learn to discover so that you can now apply this knowledge that you're going to be gaining to the experiences that you're going to move forward in the future. So this is going to help you know where your next move is going to be and where you truly want to go in life. So because this is a general reading, this could be for someone that's in a relationship, or maybe you're stepping back from a relationship and seeing, you have to learn, you have to understand why you're at, why you are where you are, and what your next move is going to be. And it's actually, I think the Hermit is a really beautiful card. It does stand for the sign of Virgo, so some of you might be dealing with a Virgo, but the Hermit is actually about someone who actually is not afraid to be alone. And this might be a month for you where you're actually enjoying your own company. And you're all about listening. You're all about trusting and trying to get in touch with your intuition and your own understanding of life and where you have been thus far. So this next month, you know, spending time alone in reflection is going to be very important for you. And you're just withdrawing your energy from relationships or just the dating scene, or if you're in a relationship, you're definitely going to make sure that you have time to go within. And you're all about trying to understand how your past has led to your present. So you're definitely looking at the past, and you are kind of working on leaving behind what has not been working for you. It might be risky, but you're not about to, you don't want to live with regrets, and you really want to make sure you're listening to and following your true heart's desire. So this is a beautiful card, Cancer, because I do feel it's a sign of inner maturity and understanding, you know, where you've been and where you are and now where you're going. One other thing is that it could be that you've just been very private in relationships, that you're not, you know, showing your heart on your sleeve. You are kind of keeping to yourself, and you're kind of letting very few people get really truly close to you and to really know the depths of who you are. And then if you are in a relationship or you're dating, it could be a feeling of wanting to withdraw for a period so that you can reflect to decide if you really want to go further with this person, if you really want to make a deeper commitment. Some of you might be dealing with an older more mature partner. And then another aspect is that you just might be feeling alone because this is a person that's kind of all by themselves. So like I said, general reading, lots of energies. Okay, so very interesting. Now the challenge is the World. However, it is in the reverse. And so when this comes to relationships, this kind of symbolizes that, you know, maybe in a relationship you felt like you had finally reached a high point or a pinnacle or kind of the epitome of success, but some of you may be realizing that there was actually a bigger mountain to climb even beyond that, and maybe that's why you're withdrawing into that hermit, you know, energy this month. So this is, the World in reverse does show success in your relationships, but it could show that there is a delay. There might be a setback in regards to, you know, a relationship, but this is still a good sign. This is about not giving up because you are making progress, you are making headway. And even if you have had some success in a relationship, maybe you're feeling like it was short-lived and now it's kind of back to the same old, same old. And the other thing that this could be is that maybe you've been in a relationship or you started dating a new person, and the success or, you know, gaining what you truly quote unquote wanted is not really as good as you thought it was going to be. So there's kind of an anticlimactic feeling to the relationship where it's like, okay, now I have what I wanted, I'm in the relationship, or we've attained these goals, and yet I'm not as happy as I thought I would be. So there's kind of a feeling of not getting a great sense of fulfillment out of your success, and there's still challenges ahead. So don't be afraid. Know that, you know, you do have success coming to you, but you might have to persist and persevere and overcome a few more obstacles before you get that ultimate goal or glory in your relationship. This is about not getting discouraged and not giving up, because some of you have gained some success in your relationship, but maybe there's a new challenge, or like I said, you remove one issue, but then another one just, you know, comes in its place. So this is about persevering and knowing that you will be successful. The other thing that this can represent for some of you is kind of a distorted body image, or issues with the body, or just kind of being really focused on outward appearances. So this could be you or your partner. And maybe some of you are withdrawing because your world, so to speak, has been kind of turned upside down, and something that was very great at one time is now kind of on its head. So that's also causing you to withdraw. So there is a feeling of, you know, vulnerability or insecurity, and maybe you're just not feeling as comfortable in your body or your skin or your world, and you need to go within to find out how you got here, and to seek the answers that you need so that you can continue on your journey. And lastly, there's just a sense of feeling kind of overburdened with all of the challenges, you know, just kind of needing to take time out because there's just like a sense of burnout. Okay, so the outcome, we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So you do have kind of two earth energies. So some of you might be dealing with the Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus this month. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, there's a sense here that the challenge is going to kind of continue in the month of August, where there's a feeling of impatience or frustration or increased anxiety, and you're really going to have to fight letting this get the better of you, because I do feel that you've been waiting. Cancer, you might have been waiting on something, and it just seems like you're waiting forever. And if you're not feeling like you're getting enough rewards or results for your efforts, you know, there's a temptation to feel frustrated by that. The finish line might be in sight. So I do feel that success is coming to you in whatever you're looking for in regards to love and romance, but it may take some time because you have Seven of these Pentacles and it's in the reverse. So it's like this is going to be a process. It could be a case of, you know, you're going one step forward, two steps back, and, you know, that's challenging for anybody. So the challenge is going to be not to let, you know, panic or just want to just give up on the whole thing and kind of walk away. The other thing for some of you that this can highlight is that there's a need to give more time to reflect, that this work of the Hermit that you're kind of, you know, starting out with, needs more effort on your part, that some repetitive patterns that keep occurring in your relationships that could be leading to your unhappiness or dissatisfaction, or you continue to be disappointed. The temptation is to kind of blame everyone else, but it's about you taking the time to look at yourself, and where you might have some responsibility is what's going to be key, because you are learning in this relationship, you are growing in your love and relationships, and it's about making the correct necessary changes that are needed. So this is about not holding on to the old and finding new ways of doing things. And for some of you, you might just be in a relationship where it's kind of hitting a rocky patch. It may just seem like it's one struggle after another, and that it's just requiring a lot of hard work. This is about reflecting on what you need to do so that you can have a breakthrough. And this is about your relationships changing over time. And so maybe something that worked in the past is no longer going to be relevant or suitable. This is about really having to do, to cultivate, to look within, to find out what you need to change, and maybe what needs to change in the relationship so that it can start thriving in the way that you want it to. So, pretty interesting stuff, Cancer. I think that you are definitely growing in relationship this month. You're learning a lot about yourself. You're reflecting. You are moving towards success, and it's just going to take continued persistence and work and honesty. I really hope this has helped you. If it has, I would so appreciate for you to like and subscribe to this channel. That's going to make sure you get all the messages, the tips and tools on how to manifest and be your highest and best self. Cancer, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful rest of your day.